SUV Doorstep. Now I think I've probably seen about 20 videos on this. Now they're rated to hold 220 kilo. They're made from aircraft grade aluminium, but it is a very, very solid unit, as you can see. You know, I'd be quite content just to drop that on the ground, pick it up, and maybe, other than a chip of paint, not even, this thing is robust as, so very, very solid. So basically what I did, rather than just jumping up on this myself, because I'm only about 70 kilos, I went camping last weekend and I grabbed the fattest guys I could find and made them get up on this. So we'll jump over, we'll have a look at the guys. They didn't know I had this. I literally just pulled it out of the bag, said, here you go, have a go at this, tell me what you think. So as per some of my other videos, I literally like to just pull stuff out of the box, throw it at them and say, have a go at that. Go and figure that out, let me know what you think. I reckon you get an honest opinion that way, rather than just me having to play with it because, you know, I received this free for the purpose of review. I figure that's a good way to get a number of opinions, so you're not just getting mine. So that's why I like to get the guys involved, hand it over to them and just let them go. They've got no skin in the game, so you're gonna get an honest opinion from them. They don't care about the product and they're happy just to test it out. All right, come on. All right, so we're gonna show it to the boys and we're gonna get their initial responses and what they think of this.
What am I thinking of? What is this supposed to be?
We'll see if we can figure out what it is first.
I'm not good at figuring things, mate. I'm old, you know. Ah! I know what that is.
You know what that is?
That's one of them doorstep hook things.
It is one of those doorstep hook things.
So if you're really short like Brett, you'd need one of these. What are they rated at? It's supposed to be strong?
150?
Oh, I'd say I'm only 100 odd. Oh yeah?
What do you reckon?
That'd be useful.
Useful?
Nice if it had a little bit more footprint though, because I've got a big foot.
Yeah, look, I was standing on it the other night and I was up there for quite a while and started to get a bit of a cramp in the foot.
How long do you want to be up there for?
Genuinely, what do you weigh? Ish?
100.
100, okay.
And it doesn't even look like budging.
No. The weak point obviously is not going to be the step. The weak point would be the catch. Yeah.
But they are a pretty strong bit of gear.
Yeah.
I've seen these, but I haven't thought about getting one yet. Not much to it, eh?
No, it is really, really basic.
Well, that would do the job, though.
And you're a good tester. You're a bigger fella than me,
yeah,
obviously.
Like most people.
Yeah.
That'd do the job, though. I mean, well, I'm 6 foot. How much more do you need?
Yeah. Well, that normally I've been standing on my seats or on the back rest of the seat.
And that can't be good.
No. Or, you know, I've been standing up on the window itself, but
if I was talented, I could make something like that.
Probably, yeah.
But they're probably not dear anyway, are they?
$35.
Oh, why would you waste your time making it?
Yeah. And you get a little sack.
It's good to have a sack.
Would you like to test it out, Adam? The
get
conditions?
in here, fat boy. Come on. Well, I'm about the same. Doesn't matter. Just get in here.
And then
I think I could even use this for mine.
For the dual cab.
I think more for the rear doors.
Yes. Well, it's generic, so it hooks on anywhere you've got a catch. I'm yet to try it on the back door of this. I don't know whether it's a... Yeah, I did a lot of that first too. Like I got it and went, yeah, do I want to stand on that?
Well, that's what that's exactly what I just from so.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of
your brain has to adapt
room on it.
Yeah, the footprint.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Probably just maybe
just that little bit wider would be nice, but you can see how close that is to being almost too wide on the inside.
Well, for the length of time you use it for, really, you can live with it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. The only thing I'm going to do is, because you've just done it yourself, jumped up with wet shoes on when you're camping, I'm going to put some grip tape on top of that.
Yeah, and that's what I sort of. That's why I sort of.
Yeah, so you just
100 grit sandpaper on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
trying to figure out
but you can have a go.
What that is.
Well, supposedly the thing's meant to be left in your door, right? So it's easy to grab. And then if it's in your door, then you can use that for breaking glass should you need to exit the vehicle. Look, I think they just whack those things on everything.
Like Steve was saying, that thing there needs to probably be...
Yeah, I might glue that on.
I'd probably glue that on.
It fell off when I took it out of this.
Yeah.
Because that's why I looked and went, oh, I don't know if I'd like to have that sitting up against here, marking here and...
So that's why I didn't mind doing it to Brett's car, because it's not mine.
Well, that's why I figured I'd take one for the team and let you test it on my vehicle. Here's the question for you, though. How do you feel about the $35 price tag?
love it.
Is it $35 worth? Would you use it $35 worth.
There's
Probably.
Titan.
See the next step? Yep.
Yep, you got it.
Right, there we go.
It's the next level.
So there.
What do you reckon, Josh? Comfy enough up there?
Yeah.
Yeah? So now we're over here at Steve's 200 and he's going to test it out on his.
It should be quite good because I've got an awning to get in the way of. So if I want to reach right up, you get right onto the roof rack here. I stand on it for long though.
No, it does get a bit crampy. You got to adjust your foot, but that's giving you plenty of reach over the top of that.
I could reach pretty well everything.
Apparently apologies need to be made for the shirt Karen's wearing at the moment.
Yes. Go Raiders.
Oh God, that's worse. What do you think, Kaz?
Pretty good. Does allow me to access the roof rack as well.
Yeah. How's your confidence level standing on it there?
Not too bad.
Feel comfortable enough?
Comfortable enough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to stand here for ages.
We're at the rear door of the Pajero, we've got it open and you can see the door catch here. All you do is just pop the hinge up, hook it up under there, and that's it. Now if you're looking to buy one of these, this actually works better on doors that are straight as far as the panel behind the hinge. I'll show you on some of the other doors that I've got here where the paneling actually comes out, which makes this sit up on a bit of an angle, which is not as comfortable as it is when it's on a flat door like this. Now, one thing you want to remember is not to leave this in the door when you go to shut it, because I reckon that'd make a nice bit of damage. Now, one thing to note, this rubber thing on the back does occasionally pop off. So that falls off. You can still use it, and I have noted that it doesn't do any damage to the panel work, but it is nice to have that little piece of rubber on there. Now this section here, it is just all made from aluminium, and this could be quite slippery. We were away camping and it was a very damp area, we weren't getting a lot of sun, so we're all jumping up on this with wet shoes. So what I intend to do is just get some grip tape, just to make that a little bit more grippy, so when you stand up there with wet shoes, you're not likely to slip off. Just a couple of little improvements I could do. Glue that on, a little bit of grip tape on the top. Now these are meant to be stored in the little pouch that comes in the package and kept in your door. Reach down, pull it out of the door, and use it like that. Yeah, nice convenient sitting in your door. The other thing is it has the glass breaker there, so if this is stored in your door, you need to exit the vehicle for whatever reason, reach down, grab that, smash glass. Or if you find a dog in a hot car, need to get in, go and sort yourself out. Now some of the feedback that came from the guys was that they wanted this to be just that little bit wider, but you'll notice if I hook it on the rear door here, if it was any wider, it'd be giving you some issues with the rubber or whatever. When we go to Adam's ute, you'll notice his panel here is fairly narrow as well, so there was a risk of this turning. It didn't, but it was quite narrow, so I think if they made this any wider, it'd be less likely to be a generic fit for most vehicles. So we're at the passenger rear door of the Pajero. You can see this section here is just a little bit angled. It's not as flat as it is at the rear of the Pajero. That still fits. Now if you're standing on that for quite a while, your foot can get a little bit fatigued, albeit that's still comfortable enough and easy enough to get up there, no problems at all. Just to give you an idea, I guess, where I would normally be standing, would either one, just be trying to get my foot on here, or I'd grab up here, get on the back wheel, and being a short guy, I've got plenty of practice of, racing around and grabbing hold of different things, but you can see, so probably only another foot on top of the wheel, but reach the center of the roof there, and I'm almost reaching all the way over. So because I'm somebody who likes to pack lots of crap up on the roof of my car, this is going to come very handy. Now I'll just throw it on the front door as well. It does work on all of my doors and did work on all of the vehicles that we tested out on the weekend. So we tested it out on Adam's Courier 2003, I think it is, Steve's 200 series Land Cruiser, and of course the Pajero. This will be good for me, changing the antennas up the front. So look, literally I'm always up on the roof for some reason or another, whether it's buggering around with the solar panels, loading up a kayak, or messing around with my antennas. So there's always a good excuse for me to be up here. Normally, if I didn't have this, I'll take that off, I would be standing on the seat, which is never ideal, but that's about as high as I get. The other thing I might do is put my foot up on the back of the seat and stand up there like that. But that's a little bit more precarious. Obviously my foot could slip off the rear of that seat and I could end up on my ass or something like that. I'll just show you what I would normally do to get up on the roof of the car. One option obviously is through the vehicle here, and I can get up on that. I've never tried standing up on the wheel, but I suppose I could probably do that. Then what I would do would be to swing around So the wheel at the back of the vehicle here. Alternatively, you can see there's a ledge that runs here behind me, which is the edge of my veranda. I'd often stand up on that, put a knee on the side of the vehicle, which is not ideal because I could damage the panel work, and often I would literally jump up from this position, or I would stand on the edge of the window there like that. So none of these are ideal situations, and all of those could potentially end up with either damage to myself or possibly damage to the vehicle, and we don't want that.